Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, sit down. Do not even look at your phone. Put it away. You need to look me in the eyes for this because I am about 5 seconds away from losing my absolute mind, and I need you to tell me if I am the drama or if I am dating a literal black hole in the shape of a human man. Pour the wine. Pour a lot of it. So you know how excited I was about moving in with him, right? We've been talking about this forever. Domestic bliss, we said. Well, the honeymoon phase just hit a brick wall, and that wall is made of roast beef and audacity. Let me set the stage. He's a gym rat. He lifts heavy things, and his metabolism is a furnace. I've always known he eats a lot. Back when we were dating, it was cute. Oh, look at my big, strong man. It is not cute when we share a grocery budget. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel until payday. But yesterday, I found a random gift card to Aldi for $25. It felt like finding gold. I thought, okay, I'm going to be the best girlfriend ever. I went to Aldi and I stretched that $25 like I was performing a miracle. I got staples, but then I saw it. A pot roast, on sale. It came with the little veggie kit. Pot roast is my absolute favorite comfort meal, but I have never made one by myself before. I was so excited. I was going to have this house smelling like heaven. I get the sear on the meat. I get everything simmering. But then things took a turn. You know I'm still healing from that TBI, right? My brain is literally still rewiring itself. Some days the fog is real. I lose words constantly. It's scary, and it makes me feel stupid. So we're sitting there, the roast is bubbling away, and we start debating anime. Just nerd stuff, right? We're talking about animation styles, and I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to describe the difference between the art style and the movement, and my brain just glitches. I could not find the word illustration. It was right there, on the tip of my tongue. I'm stumbling, trying to explain it without saying the word, and he just snaps. He raises his voice at me, which he never does, and looks me dead in the face and says, "Stop gaslighting me." Gaslighting. I literally froze. I'm sitting there, struggling to speak because my brain is injured, and he's throwing around therapy buzzwords like weapons. I was so offended. Like, excuse me. I am planning to marry this man. He is supposed to be the first actual gentleman I've dated. And here he is, accusing me of psychological manipulation because I forgot a vocabulary word. I was so hurt, I just shut down. By this point, it's getting late. The roast still isn't tender yet, and I was exhausted. Between the TBI fatigue and the emotional slap in the face, I needed to sleep. So I decided to be the bigger person. I told him very clearly, "Hey, the roast needs a bit longer. Here is how you finish it. Please, please save me a little bit for lunch tomorrow." I was specific, girl. I said save me some. There was a reason I needed those leftovers, beyond just it being my favorite meal. I'm donating plasma today. You know I started doing it because he does it all the time for his fun money. And since we're broke right now, I wanted to step up. But you know the rules. You have to have high protein levels or they turn you away. I needed that meat. I needed that protein so I could literally sell my blood fluids to help our finances. So I go to bed. I'm sleeping, but I wake up in the middle of the night. You know that feeling when something just feels wrong? I roll over, it's dark. He's in bed. I whisper, "Hey, did you save me some roast for tomorrow for my plasma donation?" Silence. I ask again. "Babe." Nothing, not a snore, just a heavy, guilty silence. And then it hit me. I just knew. He ate the whole thing. Girl, it was a pot roast. It was a family-sized piece of beef. It had potatoes. It had carrots. It was meant for days of leftovers. He ate it all, in one sitting, after I specifically asked him to save me a lunch portion. I got out of bed. I marched into the kitchen. I turned on the light, and there it was. The pot was sitting on the stove. I lifted the lid, praying for a miracle. Maybe a lonely potato, a shred of beef, licked clean. I stood there in my pajamas, looking at this empty, greasy pot, and I just started sobbing. I was so mad, but I was also just so hungry. I felt invisible. It was the fact that he heard me ask. He knew I needed the protein. He knew it was my favorite meal that I bought with my scavenger hunt gift card, and he just shoveled it into his face. I couldn't go back to bed. So you know what I did? I did the dishes. Aggressively. I was scrubbing that pot at 3:00 a.m., crying my eyes out. Eventually, I went back to sleep. Then this morning happens. I wake up, stomach growling. I go to my wallet to get my ID for the plasma center and I see a $20 bill shoved in there. And then he sends a text. Make sure you get some protein before plasma. Girl, I saw red. He thinks he can just throw a 20 at me. Where did he even get the 20 if we're so broke? It felt transactional. Like, sorry I ate your hard work and your sustenance, here's $20. I haven't texted him back. Am I the asshole here? Am I overreacting? Because to me, this feels like a red flag the size of a billboard. He called me a gaslighter because my brain is broken, and then he ate my entire emotional support meal while I slept. Tell me I'm not crazy. What do? Do I dump him? I need a plan.